I am at a loss to know how you can go back home to your business communities and to your faith communities and to the 16% of Georgia's population that is Latino and say that we did the best thing we could do for the state in allowing a bill such as this to pass. I know that there have been efforts, and the chairman is off the floor right now, there have been efforts to try to tone down and moderate and make a little bit more legal the language that came over here from the House to us. And I know people have worked hard at that, and and that's been a good faith effort. But I say to you, when we pass a bill here that's signed into law, that sends a message that this bill does, that burdens local governments, that burdens law enforcement, that doesn't pay for itself, and that puts us over there in the column with Arizona, where the canceled conventions have been rolling down the red mat that they rolled out there to welcome them. When we put ourselves in that posture, I feel like we're being irresponsible in terms of the budget and the revenues and the ability of our state to operate. We are scraping by on the budget that's been put together. We've cut to the bone. We understand that. Can we take another hit? Can our economy take a hit? Arizona lost $140 million in 7 months. So I ask you to look at these things, and maybe everybody in here has decided how they're going to vote. I'm sure many people have. And we know that there are people that are terribly fearful of the immigrant community and feel that their jobs are being taken and that we're going to hell in a handbasket, and not now, not later, but right now, and they are terrifically afraid. The best service you could do for your constituents is to go home and have those frank talks about what a role the immigrant workforce plays in our economy and in our state. The hardworking people that come here from across the world to make a better life, that are down there harvesting those Vidalia onions, picking those peaches, that are up here washing the bed sheets, changing the beds, bussing the tables, landscaping vast areas across Atlanta and across the state, putting on roofs. We have had an economy that's been booming with immigrant workforce being a vital part of that economy. We stand at risk as a state because, you know, people have other options. And we all know that there are families here, and this has been documented in Arizona. There's been a net loss of the exiting of Latino population. That is because people don't care to subject themselves to the level, that kind of scrutiny and police state, gendarme, carry your papers mentality. They can go to other states where that's not the case. They can go to other states where that's not the case. The resolution we should be passing is a resolution telling our members of Congress to get busy and fix a broken immigration system at the federal level. I humbly submit to you that if you cast a vote tonight that's a vote on the right side of history and a vote on behalf of our huge agricultural sector and a vote on behalf of our tremendous tourism and convention business, you would cast a vote against this bill. There are amendments that seek to mitigate impact of this bill, but I say to you, we will go down in history as a state. We have the choice tonight in our action on this bill as to whether we're going to go down in history as another Arizona whose law was just ruled on again today, and there will be others that have that legal opinion and can talk about it further. I won't go into that. But the constitutional issues with the Arizona bill have been upheld significantly by the U.S. Court of Appeals. Do we have the money to spend on that endless court battle? I think not. And we have so much to be proud of in this state. We have a terrific work ethic. We have one of the most beautiful states in the country and a proud history. That's what we should be affirming and embracing and moving forward with, not this punitive, ill-considered, I think illegal and unconstitutional bill that's before us tonight. I will yield the well, Mr. President, if there are no questions.
You have a question, Senator 15th? Senator 15th from Muskogee has a question.
Senator Yield.
I yield.
Senator, would you share my concerns as it relates to Section 16, especially the line 630, a resident of Georgia who is also a registered voter, not may but shall be authorized to file a complaint with the Attorney General for an alleged violation? Doesn't that raise Does that not raise the average citizen, or put in the mind of some people that the level of law enforcement in this area, you set out a lot of agenda people out there setting off costly investigations to make sure they can verify or put down the complaint made by the citizen who shall do that and shall do this. Does that concern you at all? And then in addition to that, wouldn't it establish also a kind of a big brotherism, kicking off in the state, everybody trying to investigate everybody else as it relates to immigration and whether somebody's illegal or legal?
Thank you for that question, Senator. I think you make an excellent point. And you know, we have historically been a state that has tried to not throw the doors wide open for everybody to sue everybody. We've been in a debate around tort reform and access to the courts for some years now. This bill throws the window wide open for investigations to be launched willy-nilly by citizen complaint. I think it's a great example of a fundamental thing that is wrong with this bill.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you for the question. Mr. President, if no more questions, I'll yield the well.